Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Oblivious Garden. In the last episode, we met with Diana, who was in a rose garden. It was very beautiful, very beautiful. And then we ran into one of the maids, who will not tell us her name unfortunately because she has exquisite manners, and she said, well, you have not met all the princesses yet. It would be unwise for me to tell my name ahead of any nobles. So now we're going to change the subject. I think we're going to talk about fencing. No, we're talking about writing. Do you like to read? That's great. I try to start a casual conversation on a safe topic.
我并不识字，L 大人。
You can't read? It's horrible. She flushes. I should have guessed. If she'd been working as a maid for long, she must not have had the time to receive an education. I met a princess by the lake who seemed to enjoy reading and writing. I found her last diary there. Her lost diary. Last diary.
在那之后，你是不是被他赶走了？
The maid asked the question cautiously in a low voice. How'd you know?
那一定是莱拉殿下了。
She looks like a princess who is not easygoing at all.
抱歉，莱拉殿下的事我也不太了解。
She lowers her head and smiles bitterly.
莱拉殿下并不喜欢我，身边的事一般都是交给专属女仆打理。不过，她和六公主殿下的关系很不错哦。
Intelia, that's a new one. Haven't seen her yet. Well, at least she isn't cold towards everyone in the garden.
也不全是那样，您大概只是被莱拉殿下误会了吧？她对自己的所有物是非常敏感的。我上次只是不小心接近殿下的记事本，就被狠狠地呵斥了一顿呢。
The maid smiles in an attempt to put on a good face, but her hands are trembling. What nightmares has Lyra given this poor maid? It's okay. You don't have to be nervous. Look, you're spilling your tea. The maid is so absorbed in her concern that she doesn't notice the mess she has made until I point it out for her. At my words, she immediately puts down her teacup and begins cleaning the table. She has a strong desire to please. I find it to be quite charming.
抱歉，我真是不中用。
You're a responsible maid. You make a refreshing cup of tea and bake a delicious cake. What do you have to worry sorry for?
大人你喜欢就好。
We continue gossiping for a while. The sun, having shifted positions in the sky, finally prompts her to check her pocket watch.
不好意思，我还有事情要办，必须告辞了。
Such a busy maid. You must be so tired every day.
但我在这里的每一天都过得很充实，能服侍公主殿下们是莫大的荣幸。大人今晚与诸位公主见面之后，想必会同意我的看法。
Of course, I am looking forward to the party. The maid ends our conversation and leaves me with one last smile. I'm alone again. At least I still have the rest of my cake to enjoy. The party. Might be fun tonight. All the princesses in one place. I've already met 3 of them. I hope we'll get to know them better tonight and then complete my mission smoothly. We got a licorice. Yeah, licorice is actually made from a root of a plant. Did you know that? Interesting, huh? Oh, we got mint leaves. Nice. I'm getting a lot of achievements. That's good. The days in summer are long and hot. Dinner was postponed by half an hour to allow the temperature to drop before the gathering. This gives me plenty of time to make myself presentable. I may no longer be a baron, but I can still dress like one. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous? The sun is set by the time I'm finished preparing. The night sky is filled with stars. This has been my favorite view since I was a child. I used to gaze at the stars with my father, wondering if there was another world up there, and from that world, another boy gazed back at me. Once, when I was in the army, I got separated from my troops. The North Star guided me safely back to them. I prayed for my troops on the eve of my first battle under the stars. So many memories of a past I can never return to. A happier past. Past before I was disgraced. Am I just a fool, stars? Sorrow wells up from deep inside my heart. All of my regrets come out to torture me anew whenever I am alone. Though this morning I was able to forget even my physical scars. Like what a fool I'm turning into. I slapped my face to shake off the melancholy and continue on my way. Now I can see the light from the main hall. It isn't that far ahead. The maid I met this morning is waiting outside the main hall. She runs over as soon as she sees me.
哎呦，大人，您总算到了，殿下们已经在里面等候您了。
Am I late?
差一点儿，不过还好，刚才真的把我急得不行，都准备叫人去您的住所看一看了。
I apologize for worrying you. I did get a little sidetracked. But I'm here now. Please lead the way. Ooh, here we go. The corridor is lit by dozens of candles. Coming out of the darkness, my eyes are unprepared for so much light. Trying to take in all the extravagant decorations all at once is overwhelming. The maid stops a few times to check on me, giving me time to adjust to the light. After a while, we stop in front of the giant double door. Just taking a deep breath, she knocks on it.
让阁下进来吧，飞鹰小姐。
That's a new person, I think. The voice that beckoned was deep, rich, and female. The door opens from the inside. The dining hall is as brightly lit as the corridor was. I'm relieved my eyes had the chance to adjust before I was presented to the princesses. There's a long table in the middle of the hall filled with desserts. Maids are standing in the shadows near the doorway. The true hostesses, the princesses, are seated in their chairs at the table. I feel a bit nervous facing so many noble ladies. I take a quick glance at each of them as I approach. They are all looking at me, and why not? All except one, who has her head lowered. She's as beautiful and lonely as the ice-covered peaks of a mountaintop. Taking a deep breath to steel myself, I kneel before the table. I, Hero Rice, have come at the command of His Majesty the Emperor to prepare the 37th miracle play. To prepare you for your roles from this day on, I am to serve as your fencing instructor.
辛苦了，阁下。
Ooh. The first to stand up is a voluptuous woman in silk. Hers is the voice which beckoned me to enter.
我是英提利亚·因斯托兰达·安德里亚斯，此地的教导者。
Oh wow.
伊望庭园欢迎您的到来，艾尔里斯大人。
She gestures for me to rise. It is a pleasure to be here, Your Highness. A scoff comes from the other side of the table. I did nothing wrong, but because she is a princess, I can only plaster on a fragile smile. May I know each of your names? I wonder if there was some protocol I was supposed to follow. Was I too forward? The princesses start to whisper amongst themselves.
据说过去是位将军呢。
好瘦弱的样子，连剑都没配，完全不像将军嘛。
Generals don't have to be strong.
将军是领着大家打胜仗的那个将军。
And seems more interested in the table settings than in me.
别吃那个，小丽。
That one has a strange pet. The atmosphere starts to grow awkward. On the surface, they seem like perfect noblewomen, but they are different from the nobles I knew before. Now Her Highness has everyone's attention again.
好了，自我介绍一下吧，亲爱的殿下们。为了今后的和平相处，
She glances at me. She knows how to control a situation.
阁下想从哪一位殿下开始认识呢？
Oh, one dressed in blue. I would like to get to know the princess in the blue dress more. Diana, I believe?
好的，那么有请我们的一公主殿下来做自我介绍。
Yeah, we met her last episode, but let's meet her properly. She just stares at me without any comprehension in her eyes.
迪安娜殿下，
在下，我
Siri
我是迪安
Oblivious.
娜·西里尔伯里特。
Never before had I seen someone try to speak so quickly that they bit their own tongue. She looks rather cute with tears in her eyes. It's a little sadistic.
哎呀哎呀，失礼了，艾尔大人。迪安娜殿下是诸位公主中最晚入主庭园的，对这里的生活尚不习惯，请见谅。
I'm the one who should apologize. My introduction in the Roseland this morning was not properly formal, my lady.
原来如此，没想到迪安娜殿下和艾尔大人早就有过一面之缘。
我是迪安娜·西里尔伯里萨，虽然不是第一次见面，但还是请多指教。
Her greeting is formal, proper for a princess. However, there are still tears in her eyes. Something is different about her this evening. I can't quite put my finger on it, though. It is my honor to meet you, Your Highness. She takes a deep breath and sits back down. The young princess whispers to her she must be comforting her. I'm dressed in lavender. Lyra has been staring at her teacup since I entered the courtroom. Looking at her, you get the impression that she expects to discover all the You get the impression that she expects to discover all the secrets of the universe from the tea leaves. Well, I want to know more about the princess drinking tea over there, Lyra.
好的，那么有请我们的二公主殿下来做自我介绍。
After a pause, she puts down the cup and turns her cold gaze on me.
艾尔里斯阁下，我的名字是莱拉德·西里尔伯里萨。初次见面，没有什么可指教的。
She doesn't like me. I don't think anyone missed the sarcasm in her voice. We're just too different. I'll need to find common ground if I want to befriend her. It is nice to meet you too. I hope we can all get along well in the future.
作为先来者，我不介意给阁下您一些善意的忠告。尽管父王的意志允许您居住在这里，但也请您注意保持足够礼貌的举止。当然，如果您觉得自己很难回想起贵族礼仪的话，请尽管开口。我相信这里一定有人愿意帮您除掉那些庶民的习惯。
Ouch. Still hostile. Yet the princess's faces reveal varying degrees of pity and mortification in response to her words. Hopefully I can find a way to smooth that relationship later. I'll keep your words in mind.
不用这么早就给我保证，只希望你不要忘了自己说过的话。
I do, thank you. It is still an my honor to meet you.
彼此彼此，艾尔里斯阁下。
After finishing her address, she sits back down and returns to her tea. Her voice never warmed. You only got one left. I look around at the princesses. They're all so beautiful. The quiet girl in the traditional Eastern garb catches my eye. The dinner party's going strong. I overheard the maids gossiping earlier. They were saying that it is unusual for all the princesses to gather together like this. The party is a rare opportunity for them to socialize in one group. But Lynn doesn't seem as excited as everyone else. In fact, she seems totally disinterested in what's going on around her. She is as silent as she was when we were alone this morning. All the other girls are eagerly waiting for me to call their names. But she does not display the same enthusiasm. Somebody once told me that names have power, and she knew my names. All of them. Names I had forgotten, names I didn't ever want to hear again. That was more than just idle curiosity. She had an interest in me before I even came here. I want to know her name. I want to find out how she knew of me. I catch Intelia's attention with my eyes and then glance towards the ever-silent Eastern princess. Intelia gives me a smile and a nod to go ahead. I quietly walk towards the enigmatic girl's seat and kneel beside her. May I have your name, oh lovely princess? She looks at me. She glances around at the other princesses. She doesn't look displeased that I asked, only confused. Tilia nods her head in encouragement. Finally, the girl whispers to me.
林占宁，
But she isn't quite done.
叫我林就可以了。
And she closes her eyes and lowers her head again. Silence descends on the room once more. I guess that's all I get. I don't know what else to do. Luckily for me, Talia does. She keeps the party moving along. The evening moves along smoothly and I'm introduced to each of the 7 princesses, but after all is said and done, there is one more name I want to ask for. I want to know the young maid as well. Whoops. What happened? Hang on. Well, that's not good. Okay. Well, I'm going to end the video off here, guys. There was a little bit of a glitch. Hopefully I can get it fixed by the next episode. I don't know why it's doing this, but, yeah. So, I will end the episode off here. We've met all the princesses, so I will see you all in the next episode. Next episode, we'll find who the maid's name is. So, let's take it easy, guys.